What's up, nerds? So I'm coming at you with this story today because I want to talk about Jonathan Majors. So I'm going to pull up this article from Fandom Wire, and it's basically asking, should Jonathan Majors be rehired back Kang, the Conqueror? So let's pull up this article real quick. And here it says, Disney should hire him back as Kang. Marvel fans are glad to see Jonathan Majors getting a second chance in Hollywood. Now, this article goes on to talk about how his problems and everything. But one thing that I wanted to talk about, because he is doing another movie apparently. There's him as Kang, and it says Jonathan Majors reportedly hitting the gym for potential new film. Now, he does have his movie, Magazine Dreams, that's in the chamber, and I don't know if they're going to release that film, but why don't we go ahead and read this? So it says, Jonathan Majors' career got a major blow due to his court case where he was found guilty of misdemeanor assault and harassment. Now, if you remember correctly, that case, he was found guilty. And there's a lot of video out there. There's the text messaging, all that stuff. And do I think it's real? I don't know, man. I have to be honest with you. I'm on Jonathan Majors' side with this whole thing. I know some people don't want to hear that, but that's just how it is. Dem the rules. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's get back to this article. So it says Majors was dropped from the role of Kang in the MCU, and everyone thought Majors' Hollywood career was nearing its end. And they were. They thought it was. They thought he was done for, that he was not going to have a career anymore. So it says, however, the actor seems to be working hard on his resurgence in the industry, as TMZ reported that Majors is training and working hard in the gym in Los Angeles. The report further stated that he is prepping for a potential movie role. Now, what that movie role could be, I have no idea, but we shall see if he is going to get another movie role, or if he's not. They go on to say a couple of things, which I will talk about in just a second. But let's continue. Let's continue with this article. So it says, fans of the actor were delighted to hear the news, and many agreed that Majors deserved a second chance in life and the industry. Some cited examples of Robert Downey Jr.'s glorious return to movies after his run-ins with the law. Fans also, Disney did him dirty and want them to hire him back as Kang in the MCU. Here are some of the reactions on X. Now, I'm going to go through some of these reactions and everything. But I just want to say that, like I said before, I'm on his side. I think that his ex-girlfriend was not being 100% genuine with her allegations. And, but I do think people deserve a second chance. And, a lot of people were signing Robert Downey Jr. I have to be honest, though. Robert Downey Jr. is not the best example, in my opinion, just because the only person that Robert Downey Jr. hurt in all of that was Robert Downey Jr. But there are other certain circumstances, where men did, hurt their wives, and then Brolin, Josh Brolin, he had some unsavory things going on and everything, but he was welcome back. He was Thanos, the first big bad of the Marvel universe. But I want to go through some of these reactions because some people really, are on his side, like 100%. Me, I'm like 80-20, But I don't think that this is my whole thing about this situation with his, and everything. We'll talk about his possible comeback. Is there no mercy or forgiveness when it comes to stuff like this? Is it just you are put on a pedestal to this status, and as soon as you do one little thing to step out of line, one little thing, you're done? Now, there are some things that are inexcusable and they're unforgivable, but in this instance, is this just he's no longer allowed to come back to society or get another job? If he goes to anger management and works on himself and everything, is he not allowed to come back? That's my whole thing. Second chances, are they gone forever now? They're no longer going to happen? So let's see some of these reactions to this, because I thought some of them were very interesting. So it says, this whole thing right here says, Jonathan Majors is reportedly going full gym rat for upcoming new movie role. And that's all that says from the Hollywood Handle. And this person right here says Disney should hire him back as Kang. And again, personally, I always thought he was a terrible Kang, but that's besides the point. I also personally don't think Kang was the best villain for Marvel to go to next. In fact, I thought it was an awful choice for them to go to Kang, but I don't make those decisions. Okay, so it says, this person right here says, honestly, if Jonathan Majors is still going to be making movies, he might as well come back as Kang the Conqueror. I don't really see the harm in all that now. And again, I don't see the harm in it either, because I'm like, listen, just let him finish out the stint that you were going to do. I mean, was he really going to be in that many movies after this? I mean, let's be honest about that. So it says, a good movie performance can really turn your career around after a mistake. Look at Iron Man. I mean, yeah. Everybody did keep citing, Iron Man. I think that like I said before, I don't think Robert Downey Jr. is the best example, but at the same time, it is an example. What are you going to do? So then we come back to this one. It says, I'm happy he's still getting roles despite being falsely accused and getting screwed over by Disney. And again, a lot of people think that he was done dirty by Disney. And I have to admit, I'm one of them too. I mean, whatever happened to standing by your man kind of thing? Like, are we in a society now where you can't stand by somebody, even, no matter what? It's just always, that this person's wrong and you're a douche for standing by your friend or whatnot. And again, back to there's no forgiveness these days. None whatsoever. There's no mercy, no forgiveness, no comeback, all that nonsense. So moving on to the next one, it says, great. I'm very happy for him. Plus, his body is phenomenal. His body is phenomenal. The fucker is ripped as shit. I'm jealous. So it says, fan support for Majors has been heartwarming, and the actor is certainly one of the most talented actors of his generation. And again, I have to agree with that because I personally think Jonathan Majors is a good actor. Now, again, I just want to say, I didn't like him as Kang. I didn't think... His Kang was not my Kang, I like from the comic books, you know what I'm saying? But I don't care enough to sit here and be all like, oh, I want him gone and everything. I never thought Kang was a good idea as a bad guy anyways. So, but we'll see if they keep Kang. I keep hearing rumors that they're going to recast. And if they do, great. If they don't, then they don't. I don't care either way. But they did change Avengers Kang Dynasty to just Avengers 5. So let's see how that turns out. All right, I'm going to read the last part of this article and everything. So it says, while the actor seems to be working hard to earn his second chance in the industry, another roadblock has emerged recently as his ex-girlfriend, Gracie Jabari, filed another lawsuit suing him on account of alleged assault, battery, and defamation. You know what's crazy about that? If I was him, I'd sue her back. I would just sue her back. I'd be all like, fine, you want to sue me, bitch? You want to sue me, bitch? and then just sue her back, as I'm pretty sure he has more money than her and everything. All right, so just wrapping up this article, it says Marvel Studios reportedly bringing back Kang without Jonathan Majors. So it says, after Jonathan Majors was fired from the role of Kang in the MCU, the studio retitled Avengers The Kang Dynasty, which I just said this, because I remember reading it, to just Avengers 5. People believe that, with his firing, the character of Kang would be removed from the future of the MCU as well. However, recent reports suggest that the studio still has plans for the character, even without Majors no longer playing him. And I know they want to do the variant thing, but I hate the variant thing. It's so stupid. So it says, as reported by popular scooper Daniel Rickman, Marvel Studios is still keeping Kang as a major villain for the upcoming 2 Avengers films. He further stated that there will be another villain in the mix alongside Kang, and possibly to aid him in his sinister plans. This surprising news, considering the recent change in the title of the 5th Avengers film and the underwhelming response to Kang so far. Yeah, like I said before, I think Kang was a horrible choice for a bad guy, but then again, I mean, Marvel is making a lot of bad choices these days in terms of their characters and stuff, but we'll see how this turns out. So it says there are also reports that Rustin star Coleman Domingo would be taking over the role of Kang. It remains to be seen if this report holds, as the studio will surely address its future plans sometime in the future. For now, fans should wait for that official confirmation from the studio. So that's the article for this, and it's just very obvious that Jonathan Majors has a lot of support for him. You know, I think a lot of people want to see him as Kang and finish out his run as this villain in Marvel, but we have to be honest with ourselves. Marvel is not going to hire him back, like, whatsoever. They are not hiring him back. He is done at Marvel, and we just need to realize that. But I do go... is, again, back to, is there no forgiveness? Is there no forgiveness whatsoever? And there's no second chances anymore. None whatsoever. Because I do think that, you know, he could get himself all fixed up and then come back to just finish out his run. Maybe just the 2 Avengers movies and then just be done. But they're not going to do it now. I'm pretty sure maybe they'll have that Coleman Domingo guy playing, but who knows? All right, well, you guys, tell me, are you somebody that supports Jonathan Majors in all of this nonsense? Or do you think that he should just get away and everything? But tell me what you guys think about this situation and all the support and love that Jonathan Majors is getting, and, you know, and all his hot body and everything. But tell me what you guys think. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. You know, I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys on my next video. You guys have a good day. Bye.